Hello, today is the 30th of September 2020. It's been a while. For those of you who have not tuned into this channel for 2 years or don't follow me anywhere else, suddenly seeing this in your inbox may be a bit of a shock. This is not a wig. It's confusing because I have so many wigs, many of which are blonde, and I know that over the last 15 years I've caused lots of confusion in wearing them sporadically, but no, this is my real hair. I can shake it, I can pull it, it's not a wig, it doesn't come off, there's no lace. Anyway, I was dealing with trichotillomania a long time prior to 2009, but 2009 was the last time that I had long hair. Across my GCSEs, I lost the majority of it. By the summer, I'd had it cut really short, even shorter than this, fringe. And I guess you could say, since then, I've been trying to grow it out and failing miserably. This causes confusion because a lot of people don't understand the difficulties of trichotillomania and how you're forever trying to grow your hair, but things happen that end up having to make you step back. For example, shaving your hair. How can you be trying to grow your hair if you're shaving your hair back or continuously cutting it? But you know what I mean. I've been trying to grow my hair a good 11 years. The longest I managed to get my hair was 2015, and I say that loosely because even though my hair was roughly the same length it is now, insert clip, hello, it was very damaged. Despite all the issues I was dealing with at that time, for me, in that moment, I was cherishing a moment of success because I hadn't had hair that long, regardless of its state, in 6 years. The front of my hair here was a lot longer. This is sort of like a step. But basically it was roughly a similar length. Then came the fall, and by golly it was hard. Within 4 months of that, I ended up looking like this. From that point until now, I have been desperately trying to grow my hair and not revert to a bald head as much as possible. Like, the last 4 or 5 years have been an uphill battle, to say the least. It's one thing going bald the first time, it's another thing when you go bald the second, third, fourth, fifth time. I made a whole video about being trapped in the shaving cycle, which explains this well. So to get past the bald phase for that 4th, 5th time was an achievement. To be able to have any sort of hair on my head was an achievement. To then have a fringe of any kind was an achievement. To then have thick hair was an achievement. As I alluded to earlier, lots of people don't understand that when you're trying to grow your hair as a tricher, there's so much damaged hair or hair that's missing that makes growing hair difficult. When you've got lumps missing, the hair doesn't sit right, or it triggers you more and then you pull more. So for lots of us, before we can even consider trying to grow out our hair, we have to try and thicken it up first. So for the last 2 years specifically, I've been keeping my hair at a short length, trying to get it as thick as possible, to get it all the same length as possible. And then lockdown hit. I do realise that my issues with my hair are nothing in comparison to what lots of people deal with, but for me it's still important. Once the pandemic hit, I said to myself, that's it, I'm going to lose my hair. I just sort of knew that it would all go wrong there. But it didn't. Here we are, 6 months on from lockdown, and I have hair. And not only do I have hair, but it is thick. And I don't understand why. I don't get it. I really do not get it. I'm happy, but also confused simultaneously. I don't understand how. And I wish I did so that I could help other people. I don't know how I've managed to avoid bald-ageddon. Bald-ageddon? That's not to say I've not suffered in other areas, because I have. My eyebrows, my fingers, my skin, my teeth. I have a tick with my teeth. I've chipped a tooth. But as for the hair, however, with great hair comes great conspiracy. Already people are saying I don't have trichotillomania and I lied for 15 years of my life. And now it suits me, I've let it grow, like it's easy. But no, this has been a genuine struggle. And the next thing that a lot of people will say I'm a misery guts for adding into this video is the very fact that this may not stay like this. It may do, it may get better, but we also have to think about the fact that this can also disappear in seconds. I'm not being a downer. I'm not being negative. I'm not trying to predict the future and make things worse for myself. I'm simply saying that I still have Trich. Things may change. Even if they don't change in the next year, in 10 years' time I could be bald again. Who knows? And also, I still pull. I pull every single day. I play with my hair far too much. I do have pulling spots. Every now and again I do get thinning areas. But the big point here is I'm not cured. In the past, when I've managed to start growing out my hair, lots of people have built up their hopes alongside myself. And then when I have lost my hair again, the anger I have been subjected to, or the upset that I've generated because people put so much hope in me. If Rebecca can do it, so can I. So if Rebecca can fail, so can I. So please do not put that pressure on me again, because I cannot take it. There's also the whole notion of failure and success. This is a form of success, but this is not success as a whole. Hair growth is not a sign of being strong, of being positive, or even winning. You can be excited about hair growth, but know that hair growth itself doesn't define your strength or achievements within your trichotillomania battle. As I've demonstrated, you can put in the most effort on the planet and still only manage to have 1 inch of hair. You can be a Trich warrior and be bald for years. I do realise that I'm sort of sending out mixed signals here. I'm getting excited about having long hair while simultaneously sort of putting down the fact I'm getting excited about having longer hair. I just don't want to also paint this picture that this is what we should all be aiming for. Despite everything I've said, I won't deny that it's been nice to have hair to wash. It's been nice to have hair to play with. The fact that I've been getting frustrated with having so much hair in my face is actually a thing, it makes me happy. Like, to even have hair to be angry at. I love the messy hair days because I've got hair. I won't deny that it is problematic. I'm still not used to it. I often pin it back or wear big hairbands because I just need it out of my face, especially due to the pandemic. We're all wearing masks and I get very claustrophobic, so I've got the glasses that are fully steamed up. The mask, the hair, it's like I'm completely covered. I've loved the feeling of waking up in the morning and not recognising myself. I guess the last 2 years or so I've really been stepping back into hair care again, and that's been a great feeling. It's nice to have shampoo and conditioner in the shower that I actually use, and it's nice to stand in the shower whilst having conditioner sitting in my hair. Simple things like that are just... I'm dealing with greasy hair, dry hair. I'm having to blow dry my hair in the morning and it's taking a long time. I don't know how people with longer hair cope. I've also been loving brushing it. Look at this. Normally I'm a bit calmer. Oh, bliss, absolute bliss. And for lots of people right now, my present hair length is short. For me, this is long. Perspective. There's just lots and lots of lovely things that I haven't had for so long. As for the future, we can't really plan. Everyone always asks me, is there a plan? Are you trying to grow your hair to here? Or were you trying to grow a fringe? And for me, I'm just thinking to myself, well, I'm just trying to keep my hair at this rate, mate. I guess in the short term, the next year, I would like to get my hair below my chin, all the same length, and keep the thickness. That is the most important thing. I'd rather have thick, short hair than straggly long hair. This video was all over the place. It might not make much sense. As I've demonstrated, there's lots of different things to think about, despite the massive happy thing that is presently on my head. But at this moment in time, this is the longest and thickest my hair has been in 11 years. And I'm very happy with that. See you later.